This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake 4-5.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Day 4-5. Hey, Heather B.
Talk to me.
Man, I only do this show for a couple of reasons. Number one is to be able to communicate with the citizens, Heather, and create that balance.
That's absolutely
I mean,
right.
we have a lot of fun. You know, we go off the deep end, but at the same time, we like to connect them with people that have been influential and impactful to us.
Absolutely.
And let me just read off some of the movies. Just some of the movies.
Okay, babe. Okay.
Crooklyn, Clockers, Girl 6, Love Jones, Dead Presidents.
Ooh.
Out of Sight, Exit Wounds, Romeo Must Die. Let's stop for a second. Right there.
Gotta breathe. You gotta breathe.
Gotta breathe. Take your time with it. Take your time. I know it's early. Get on the bus.
Ooh.
Grey's Anatomy. Blackbird in theaters this Friday. The one and only Isaiah Washington is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thank you so much.
Now, Heather B, I'm going to let you introduce the man that's with him.
I have to introduce this man because I consider him a friend. I met him many, many, many moons ago at the Sundance Film Festival. We were out partying in Park City, Utah, working and doing our grounds, and we just started connecting and talking, and I just started to find out he was the man behind the camera of so many brilliant projects and films. Noah's Ark. Punks. The list, man, Patrik Polk. He's here. The visionary. The visionary. He's here.
That's
and
right.
I just absolutely love him. And I'm just so excited to see him.
Thank you. I'm happy
Patrick, how
to
you
be
doing,
here.
man? You know, what's up?
I'm living the dream, you
What's
know?
happening with you, man? This dude made Noah's Ark, man. That was like revolutionary.
It sure was.
Where are those
Thank you.
actors at?
They're out doing their thing. Daryl, who played Noah, he's in LA, working actor. Jensen Atwood. Rodney Chester was also a former dancer and owns a dance agency.
Yeah.
And reps choreographers like Frank Gatson and who works with Beyonce and people like that. You know, they're all doing their thing.
They're all doing their thing.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy, though, Patrick. Even we were talking this morning when you see, going back to Punks, when you see Rock Dunbar and you see him as Pookie in the game, like this hard thug in the game, the television show on BET. But I remember first seeing him in Punks playing this gay character, this man not really sure of his sexuality, and then he did like the ultimate kiss on screen, and at that time it was like
Oh my God, that kiss! If you knew the trouble, you know that movie was produced by Babyface and Tracy Edmonds,
Right.
And there were so many like name actors who were interested in that movie, but nobody wanted to do that kiss at the end.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm Shamar Moore, Gary Dordan. Shut up!
You gonna give it up on Sway? You gonna give it up on Sway? You wouldn't give it up to me, but you gonna give it up on Sway?
I gotta give it up.
You gonna name names on Sway?
I gotta keep it real. I'm naming names. I remember it. No, Shamar Moore, Michael Jai White, who I love. Michael was really cool. No,
He had a good look. You know he's a triple black belt.
No, I'll tell you, Michael was cool. No, Michael was really cool. He took me out to lunch, like, you know, man to man. He really, you know, he had a vision for his career that was, you know, he was on the verge of becoming an action hero. So I got his reasoning. You know, people have different reasons for turning down stuff. His was not about the kiss. But there were people who was straight up, the worst one, Alan fucking Payne.
G-Money? G-Money?
Hold up, G-Money, that's my
Alan
dude,
Payne.
man. That's
Alan
my dude, man.
Payne.
You can't-
Well,
Not the next
that could
Denzel
be
Washington.
your dude if it wants to. Alan Payne. You know,
But you put some emphasis on that. You gave him
Because
a
I'll tell you
different
why.
kind of middle name.
I'll tell you why. Because first of all, I've been dealing with that my whole career.
Damn, I
I've been
love
doing
this.
these gay films. Actors have, they're scared. They think they're going to be typecast. It still happened. It happened with Blackbird, which is why we ended up with a wonderful newcomer from Mississippi who had never acted before.
Who didn't want to do Blackbird?
I'm talking like third string Glee cast members, the
Y'all
ones in
need
the
it.
backgrounds that you always see but you don't know their names. Like those kinds of people were saying no to a
love it.
starring
It's
role
going
in a movie.
on Sway.
I love this.
But the Alan Payne thing, I'll tell you what bugs me about him was he didn't want to do the movie. I heard some rather nasty things he said, or not just nasty, just sort of homophobic.
Like what?
Like he told Kenny Babyface that he really liked the script. He wanted to work. I want to work with you guys, but I can't let my son see me on camera kissing no man. Was the quote I got. And then what was really bad about it is the movie got into Sundance. We went to Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
He was friends with, I think, Tracy's brother.
Yeah.
So we're all at Sundance. Rockman Dunbar, who bravely took this role.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Gilliam.
Rockman is my dude.
Yeah.
Seth Gilliam, who's went on to The
too.
Wire, Oz. He's on Walking Dead now. We're there celebrating this victory, and Alan kind of tags along with Tracy's brother and was just there being a dick, hating, kind of like literally at the dinner where we're there celebrating our first screening at Sundance. He's poking fun at Rockman for playing this gay character. You know what I mean? Just salt. So yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling it out.
You know what that means, right?
I know what it means.
All that
but
venom.
Whatever.
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Well, there's a thing.
All that venom.
There's a thing that people say.
All that venom.
Kind of widely known. Psychologists will tell you this to be true. The men who protest the loudest, the most homophobic, that have the most problems, the one that want to beat up the openly gay, the fag. Those are the ones who have some internalized sexuality issues.
Patrik Ian Polk, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and
There you
gentlemen.
go.
Blackbird.
Just keeping it real.
Isaiah, good to have you here, man. We're going to come back and talk with Isaiah Washington. 888-742-3345. That's a clip from the movie Blackbird in theaters this Friday. Isaiah Washington is not only one of the stars of the movie, he's also producer of the movie, correct?
Right.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
and
Proud to be.
Proud to be. And we have one of the most honest and outspoken people I've ever heard from the land of Hollywood. Patrik Ian Polk is here.
Yeah.
The conversation, I want to talk about the story about Blackbird. It's about a 17-year-old Christian guy, man, African-American, who was struggling, has an inner struggle of the denial of his true self. He's a homosexual, and he's dealing with those adversities you have to face growing up in any community as a homosexual person, but especially a African-American homosexual man. Isaiah, you're here, and we're having these conversations, and I just can't help to talk. Get on the bus. Let's talk about the movie Get on the Bus.
How about that?
You played a character. His name was Kyle. Was it Kyle?
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
That's right.
Kyle wasn't he gay? In that movie?
Hindu, Republican, Timberland boot wearing, jean wearing, Vance and Jack wearing, locks, colored in with a Veda brown, gay man.
That's a lot.
And I wanted to put all of those. My whole career, my activity has been trying to destroy people's absolutes.
Yeah.
It's what you think we are. I've had nothing but pleasure proving you wrong. And that, even in that film, I was reading Tom G. Hardy's book, B-Boy Blues. I had it in the film. Spike is like, man, put the book down. I'm like, nah, man. For those who watch the film, they're going to see I'm reading B-Boy Blues. Where that was at the time when we did that film. We didn't have the word down low at the time.
Yeah.
In the whole rap community, and everybody's supposed to be running around here hard. We found out what was really going on in the studio at some time. Not everybody. Not everybody. Well, you opened, you started. I got to have your back. I can't let it just be too controversial just on your shoulders.
But you're saying, Isaiah, a lot of rappers were having relations with men.
Right.
At the same time, portraying this persona that they were these hardcore street dudes.
And they know who they are. So, like now.
No, name them. Patrik
I'm
was
not.
naming them.
No.
Patrik was naming them.
No. You start naming rappers, I'm getting up and walking out of here, boy. I'm sorry. You will be on your own.
I don't know anything about
You be
rappers.
on your own because it's like the WWF, man. Everybody say it's fake until they put you in a headlock. They are not. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Isaiah, but how do you you like know for sure that anyone ever like try to push up on you, or did you ever see something of your own eyes without naming any names?
Yeah.
But just how?
No, just what I read in the book is all
Okay.
academic. To be honestly, no. But yes, I've had men come after me, but it wasn't just this is when I was in the military. This is while I was at Howard University, 1987. The whole football team was gay. The whole
Word.
football
Really? The whole
team.
15?
In 1987, the whole offensive line were gay.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Some good tackling.
yeah, they love tackling each other too. I was wondering at practice they never wanted to get out the huddle. You know what I'm saying? It's like we playing football or we playing rugby, man. It take a long time getting up out the. But anyway.
Just playing with balls, not football. With balls.
Right.
Thank you.
But here's the thing: we can laugh and joke about it, but the reality is, even then and even now, my concern, because I can only be an African American man in this lifetime. All right, I don't have to apologize for being heterosexual. I'm not being beat down or killed or losing my life for being heterosexual. So as an activist and as a human being, I have sons. I don't know. They tell me they're not gay today, but I don't know. And I don't care. I support them because they're my babies. You see, they're my sons, my daughter. So if I'm going to be this person on this platform, I have to be the person to say, look, keep your hands off my people.
Word.
I don't care what the sexual orientation. Those are my people. You don't see people every day being killed, shot, and maimed because they're any other ethnicity. So this is a part of my proclamation to say, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your verbal abuse to yourself. We have to do it. It's not victim blaming. We know what white supremacy has done to us. But if I'm going to be who I am in this lifetime, I have to go about the business of trying to put things out there in a constructive way that's going to protect our own.
Word.
So you know, it's interesting because we all know in your career you faced a lot of controversy and turbulence because of alleged remarks that were made on the set.
That was a lie.
That was a lie. So you never.
I told the truth at the Golden Globes, but it wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good idea to tell the truth at the Golden Globes. That was a bad idea.
Why you say that?
Because look what happened. If I use a word at the Golden Globes when I have been besmirched and accused of using the word against someone on the set, which was a lie, then I'm already convicted myself. You see what I'm saying? And then when I was forced to put in the press releases saying I need all these issues, I got issues, I'm going to go. What it was, they didn't want me to tell the real truth. Patrick and I got into an argument. I cursed him out. That's what happened. He got in my face 3 times, and anybody put their nose and whisker in your face, and you're not on a baseball field, and I tell you get out my face more than once, the 3rd time, I'm no longer Dr. Burke.
Yeah.
Now I'm that angry human being. We both apologized to that, and we went back to work. Now, what we didn't know, there were 2 other people in the cast that had other agendas.
That ain't right.
So we don't have to relitigate the past.
Yeah.
But many people misrepresented themselves, just like Lance Armstrong. That's all I'm gonna say
just
on
like
that.
condemn. Well, he just lied.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Name names, though. Name names. Do what Patrick does.
But here's the thing. I pity the fool that still want to hold on to that narrative because I didn't get bounced out of Hollywood. I turned my back on Hollywood and went and built other interests on my foundation, helping people in Africa and Sierra Leone. I made history, all right? I carried proudly. I broke the code with Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X, W.B. Du Bois all died for. I made history, April 26, 2010, attaining my citizenship. This is what these brothers died for us, to open up that door. This passport gives me access without a visa to 12 African nations where I can go and do business. I don't have to sit here anymore. I can go and do business. I stopped what I was doing to build a $90 billion railroad from Morocco through West Africa to South Africa. But I can't build anything in West Africa if it has Ebola in it. So we know whether the Ebola was put there by nature or by man. I still have to do what I have to do to show the world that West Africa, in particular Sierra Leone, has value. So that's what I've been doing. That's been my day job for the last 7 years. So when a $1 billion investor said, look, I'm not going to give you $1 million for this here, the international investment business plan, until you show me that you're no longer a toxic asset in Hollywood. Let's say I'm a what? A toxic asset.
Wow.
He said, yeah, if you can prove, you can get the $1 million if you can prove that you're no longer a toxic asset. So you mean like just go do movies again? I said, all right, no problem. Not only am I going to return, I'm going to return as an actor and a producer. Turned it out in the Under Shepherd. Record Numbers with Russ Parr. Next one, executive producer, Blue Caprice. People want to hold on to the BS narrative. Didn't make movies, a lot of money in the box office, but I got nominated for a Gotham Award, right up there with Matthew McConaughey.
Wow.
And it's still making thousands and thousands of dollars on iTunes. Came back, Blackbird, producer and part owner with this good brother. So now I don't need to go back to that net worth individual because now I've been so busy producing and working on my own funding and fundraising that what he did was just piss me off. He said, "You think I can't go back?" All this was BS.
Yeah.
But I respect the comment and I respect the challenge. But now am I going to come back an actor to do what God's given me to do as my talent? It's now I'm going to come back even stronger. That's why I love the line that he wrote in Blackbird, because my art is like imitating my life. Life imitates art. Is that when he says sometimes you got to disappear, go down from the surface, then come back stronger. Now, I'm not going to kiss you in here, man, on that, man, but I got so much love for
Just
you,
like
man.
Alan Payne.
I got some love. Alan fucking Payne.
But you know what? Isaiah Washington is here. Patrikianpolk is here. Monique came.
Oh, that's my,
And she's the mother of, plays the mother of Randy in this movie. And we talked about you, Isaiah, because I've been a huge fan. This is not even an interview, man. This is like a bucket list thing for me. Sitting next to you and hearing you talk. Patrick, I love what you do too, but this is different. He did Romeo Must Die.
No. This is my favorite. This is my favorite actor on the planet. And then Girl 6.
Girl 6, yeah.
Which nobody saw.
No,
that's my favorite.
But no, Monique, she's been going through a lot. In the public eye right now, and I told her I want to play back something she said about you in this movie when we come back. All right, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. We got Patrikianpolk here. Isaiah Washington is here.
Yep.
The new movie is Blackbird. It comes out Friday. Isaiah is not only an actor, he's also a producer of this movie that was written and directed.
One of Keith Brown, Carol Ann Shine.
Yeah.
Just one of.
One of.
Executive producers, Sydney and Monique.
Okay, and so Monique came up and we were talking about the storyline, the movie about an African-American young male Christian growing up in the community, and he has to kind of deny his inner truth. And we started talking about Monique's story and Monique and what she's been going through since she won that Oscar. Ironically, and then I talked about Isaiah and what his fight in the turbulence he faced in the industry, and if you guys had a chance to comfort or talk with each other, and this is what Monique had to say.
The one thing Isaiah said to Sydney and I was, and he said, I really don't have to say it. He said, but Mo, keep pushing, keep pushing, because the truth is always going to come out. It's always going to come out. With that whole thing with Isaiah, and no one ever proved that Isaiah said anything. We just bought the story. It was one person said one thing. He said, I didn't say it, but we just bought the story. And with Brother Isaiah, if people know him, he played a gay character when it wasn't popular on Get on the Bus. Remember that?
I remember that.
When it wasn't popular. So when he came on and invited Sid and I to come onto this project, and you watch him on this set and in the screen, you realize that brother has a heart full of gold. Ain't trying to hurt nobody.
What's wrong with her voice? Her voice sounded a little different. Was she hoarse?
She was a little hoarse. She was putting it down.
God bless her, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, that's Mo, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure Harriet Tubman, when she spoke the truth and said, you know what, it wasn't popular, when someone asked her, it's like, wow, how was it, doing what she was doing? She said, you know what, I could have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. I'm sure that didn't go over well, with the ones that were slaves and don't know they're slaves. So, this thing called white supremacy, man, it has done a number on all of us, not just people of color, everybody. It's a construct that was created to keep us black so they could stay white. And I'm saying I'm done with black. I got to be a people now. Now that I know where my people are from, doesn't mean that I need y'all to jump on a plane and go there, but you do your DNA, man. Find out where you're from. Find out who your maternal and paternal real parents were, because they were not the fatherland of the people here in this country. And we built this bad boy, so we don't have to go anywhere. But we really need to reach across the Atlantic and do what Kwame Nkrumah and Martin Luther King could not get done, because there were larger powers that had to get rid of both of them. So here we are.
Isaiah Washington, no longer black. He's a person.
I'm a people.
A people.
Mindy Timney on my mother's side and Mbundu on my father's side. Clearly African American, but first and foremost, a human being. And another tag, if you want to label me, call me a global citizen, because I love all my people.
Global citizen. I like
All my
that.
people.
Reggie from El Paso, Texas is on the line. Good morning,
Hey,
Reggie.
Reggie,
Say
good
hello to
morning.
Patrick and Isaiah.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Doing all right, man.
All right. Good. Blessed by the best myself. Hey, listen, Isaiah, I just wanted to say, man, I really support everything you've done and going to do. Don't worry about what nobody say, man. Just keep on driving on with a heart on, brother.
Should got him in the movie. All right. He would have did the kiss. All right. We got John from Connecticut on the line. John, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you, man?
Doing okay, John. Say hello to Patrick and Isaiah.
How you doing, Patrick? Isaiah? Good morning, man.
Good morning.
I just wanted to call up and say that I really admire you guys, and I'm 30. I'm a white American, and I really always feel and always appreciated the people that go out of the box and speak from their heart and really go after the things that and state the things that people aren't comfortable with to change and I always feel that change is the best thing in this world, because what some people feel is uncomfortable sometimes is always the right or the best thing. And I have actually 3 gay friends, and I'm actually straight myself, but I never really realized how hard people have it until you hear and speak to these people that experience these things. You know what I mean? And I think that by you guys doing this and coming out with the movies that you come out with and speaking the way you speak, that you're opening the eyes of American people that might not understand this or might not see it in the towns that they live in or stuff like that. And I just got to say, God bless the both of you, really.
Wow, that's great. You know what, John, you're officially a citizen.
A Sway in the morning.
And I want to encourage you, John, to go watch this movie Blackbird this Friday.
Yeah.
Everybody that's tuned in.
No doubt.
What cities again?
You can see it in New York City. You can see it at the Magic Johnson in Harlem, the Empire in Times Square, in the Village. You can see it in Los Angeles. You can see it in San Francisco. You can see it in Atlanta.
Got to show it in Atlanta.
And Washington, D.C.
Okay. Gentlemen, I want to...
And Bethesda, Maryland.
But where?
Bethesda, Maryland.
Oh,
outside
Bethesda.
of, outside of, a suburb of D.C.
Okay. We have to go, but damn, what a great conversation.
Oh, I told you, Sway.
I certainly learned some things.
Isaiah, man, we got to stay in contact, bro.
Hey, man.
We got to stay. I want to go overseas with you, man. If you working on any projects.
Well, my man David Banner just took the DNA test. I get you a DNA kit, brother.
Okay.
Don't get scared. You take the maternal lineage.
Uh-huh.
All right. If you got some white man on your father's side, we won't mess with the paternal thing.
Okay.
But guarantee you did the maternal lineage, unless you know your great grandmother was French. We're gonna do the maternal thing.
Okay.
And then find out where you're from, because 99% of the time it will put you on a people on that continent. And then I got a feeling you're gonna be from Nigeria. I got that feeling.
Yeah, it's interesting. Why? What's it because of my
Igbo?
Igbo. Okay.
The greatest business persons that started the beginning of business, perfect business, and social business came from the Igbo people.
Igbo. My stepfather is Nigerian.
Hey, man, we're going to get it on.
We're going to get it popping.
We're going to get that kit.
All right.
I'm going to follow you on Twitter. Hit me back.
Do.
Boom.
Okay, we'll do that right now.
Okay.
Isaiah Washington, thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
Patrick, thank you for coming through.
Pleasure.
All right. I still want to get a sports report in, Heather B.
Yeah, we're going to get a sports report in because the playoffs are going on. And plus, My Angels played your Athletics last night. We're gonna talk about that
real
as well.
cocky over there. All right, that's up next. Sway in the morning, Shade 45.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.